Alright, people, so somebody wanted me to do a video on Vince McMahon possibly being jealous of NXT, the successes of NXT, and this was requested by Mr. Wrestling 666. Let me look him up here. I believe that's his name, Mr. Wrestling 666 on Twitter. But anyway, getting into the video topic here. There's no really stories on this that I've seen. It's all really speculation. But knowing Vince McMahon and knowing the crazy shit he does and his crazy mind, I wouldn't be surprised if he's jealous at Triple H. Just fucking doing much better than he is at NXT than Vince is doing at Raw. And it just shows, though. It just shows, with NXT being better than Raw, clearly. Yeah, Mr. Wrestling 666 is the name. Right there, people. But, anyway, back to the point here. NXT, it just shows you that, even with some fucking younger guys who are supposed to be the rookies or the developmental guys, kind of like the minor leagues, they're much better than the top guys. Does that make sense? It's like if you have a baseball, AA baseball team's better than the New York Yankees. It's like, that's not how it's supposed to really be, but it is. So I would not be surprised if Triple H or if Vince McMahon's kind of looking at Triple H's company and saying, or not really company, but kind of his NXT shit and saying, well, a lot of people like him, but you never know, because I think Vince McMahon's mind is like a maze with no finish point. How you could enter the maze? It's like you enter the maze, and then the opening closes up and there's no ending. So you're always in the maze trying to find a way out, and you just can't find a way out, and you can't even exit the maze. I mean, it's just a never ending. You can't figure out what's going on in his head. He doesn't do a ton of interviews, so it's hard to connect with him. I think he should do much more interviews so we could actually connect with him. And he should, I think if he does interviews with people like Sam Roberts or Wrestling with Rosenberg or somebody like that, it really does a good job of connecting with I guess what you would call the IWC, or the hardcore fans, I guess. I don't know. But, it wouldn't surprise me if Vince is, fucking jealous because NXT is getting more praise, a lot more praise than Raw. But if you're jealous, then take some of what Triple H is doing and apply it to your own fucking Raw brand. So it's fucking stupid, how NXT with it's not stupid how NXT is doing good, but it's stupid how where NXT has these supposed young talents who are worse than the main guys, but they're doing much better than the main guys. It's funny. It's funny and it's sad at the same time. It's fun to see guys go out there and fucking do it, fucking crazy moves and outperform guys like Cena, Orton, Reigns by fucking 100 times. But then again, it's a shame to see that. Why aren't these guys in the main event? And why are boring-ass wrestlers like Reigns and Cena in the main event and Orton? So there you go, people. I mean, it's hard for me to kind of make a long video on this because it's a kind of a topic that we don't know if it's true or not. And again, Vince McMahon's mind's just so hard to figure out. But I mean, Vince McMahon really needs to pick up the slack and get get Raw back in shape. Bring it back to 2 hours and do it right. Alright? Stop worrying about, maybe Raw being 3 hours brings it a little bit more money for the short term, but look in the long term. Having Raw 3 hours is going to drive a lot of fans away from the product, and it's going to make a lot of fans upset. So go back to 2 hours, do it right, and make the fans happy. So there you go, people.